So guys, I just made a video, actually 2 videos in Thai, about Tangmo and his belief or take on male chauvinism. I would like to just make a quick summary or talk about it in English so you guys can understand what I was talking about in those videos. Basically, there are 3 points that I presented in the video. The first point was if Tangmo really thinks like that, if he really believes in male chauvinism. Second point is my own opinion on that topic, and the third point is if we should cancel him or ban him from social media. Okay, let's start with the first point. As someone who knows Tangmo personally, I can confirm that his view 100%. It wasn't just for content or it wasn't just for publicity. It was really purely his own opinion, mostly influenced by Andrew Tate. I've actually watched a lot of clips that he sent me about Andrew Tate, and I have to say that Andrew Tate was actually like negatively portrayed by social media. And when I watched the whole thing and stuff, yeah, I kind of understand where Tangmo is coming from. But at the same time, I still don't quite agree like 100% on his view on the roles, like the gender roles of women and men. I've known him for a few years now, and I just remember the first moment I reached out to him, he was very polite and super humble. So it was quite different. It's quite different from the way he is right now, because he appeared in the show quite arrogant and not humble at all. Some people ask me what I think about what Tangmo said in the show, and I even said this to Tangmo myself. I said it was interesting because he already knew the consequences and he had the courage to say it. I think it's good that he was open about it, so any girls that would want to date him would know upfront what they are going to deal with. I think it's like win-win. Any girls who want to go out with him, now they know what they will have to deal with or go through. And Tangmo, at the same time, for him, he doesn't like an independent kind of woman, right? Then he wouldn't and shouldn't date one. So I believe it's a good thing that he talked about it like openly, so none of the girls would be lying to. Second point, my own opinion on this topic. I don't quite agree with maybe 2 points that Tangmo presented in the show. The first one is the woman shouldn't have more than one guy, or cannot, or is not supposed to have more than one man, but a man can have more than one woman. And he explained this based on biological factors and how we are wired differently. I mean, between men and women. I don't agree because I've seen these days some women have the opportunity and the money to have more than one guy. And those guys are pretty much okay with it or complied. The other thing that I don't quite agree with him is when he said older women or independent women who are very successful will have a hard time finding or landing a guy, because usually guys are looking for younger girls or someone who has the purity. I don't think that's not quite true, because I've seen, women my age have no problem attracting both younger and older men. Also, a lot of men that I know, they told me that they are not looking for younger girls because they want someone who are their equal and can just, have an opinion for themselves. But every time I talk to him or discuss with him about this, Tangmo would say something like, because those guys don't say the whole truth, or they don't want to hurt your feelings, so they just kind of told you half truth. And the last point that I made in the video, I was talking about if we should ban him, because I've seen a lot of people want to ban him on YouTube, like comments and stuff. So my take on this is, I don't think we should ban him. There should be freedom of speech. Everyone has a right to say things that they think is right or suitable for them. But at the same time, he needs to deal with the consequences. Because this is Thailand, this is Thai culture, and maybe a lot of Thai people cannot take that. I think it's okay for him to just say whatever he thinks, but it's totally up to the audience and it's up to us. We need to be able to discern and take what is good for us. Take only the part that would be beneficial for us. The last thing I said in the video is Tangmo never really have like experience in terms of monogamy or polygamy himself. This is actually something that I pointed out to him myself, and I said we cannot really keep up with the experience that the older generations, older people have. He's only 23, and so he has a lot of years to learn and grow, and he might change his mind when he hits 40 or 50, or maybe he still stands firm in this belief. Like, you never know until you get there. And I think experience is very important. It allows us to figure out what we want. Like, we need to have experience in something or some sort of relationship to figure out if that's what we like. I don't think anyone would understand what it's like to have a relationship until they're actually in it and they actually experience getting to know someone and getting to learn to put the other person's needs first rather than just focusing on themselves only. So that's the summary of what I was saying in those two videos. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know if you have watched that clip from Take Me Out Thailand. รักทุกคนค่ะ จุ๊บจุ๊บ